Hi guys, Sunny here, Gandhiji.io, GI and welcome everybody. That's right, I'm back. In case you didn't know guys, I've just come back from India. I've been out there for 3 weeks. Network marketing trip for Gandhiji.io. And to gain some feedback to see what's going on with the legislation out there. What's the general public opinion? Without really going there and speaking to the people on the ground, it's difficult to get a good idea. But what an amazing trip I've had. I've been absolutely blown away with the developments in India. I've been traveling out to India since I'm about 7 years old, so I've been watching for more than 30 years now. I've been watching the development and seeing how India progresses compared to the UK, where I live out here in the UK. So we see when I was a kid, there was like 5 or 10 years difference between what happened out here in the UK, and then it took depending on what it was, between 5 and 10 years for that same thing to happen out there in India. I mean, when I first went to India, in the village that we're from, there wasn't a telephone. There was no telephone in the village. There was no electricity. There was electricity, but there was no constant electricity. It was a few hours a day electricity. We had to travel to the next village where they had a public telephone that we could use. And then I remember going back a few years later, and there was one house in the village, they had a telephone. So now everybody in the village, it's like a messaging system for everybody used to use that telephone that one person had. And then you go back a few years later and everybody's got telephones in their house now. Now they're all on smartphones, even in the village. The progression is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal to see. Network marketing, sorry guys, to get back on it. I travelled out there to India. I spoke with R.K. Gupta, great conversation with Global Rashid by Web Mastermind. Everybody that I met, a lot of people from the community. Great feedback. It was so nice to meet each and every person that I did, and the knowledge that I got from speaking to those people directly, invaluable. Really amazing advice from Global Rashid from R.K. Gupta, who definitely been with the project long enough now to understand exactly what we're trying to do here, and they're in full support still. You won't see them promoting any of these other dApps, because they support Gandhiji. They understand the true potential is yet to be shown with this technology, and it's early. I mean, we're coming up to our first year, guys. Next month, 10th of April, Gandhiji.io smart contract will be 1 year old. To date, 836% profit. For the people that invested 12 months ago, people that believed and held for the first 12 months, 836% profit in Ethereum. Absolutely amazing, considering that the market has moved from $500 per Ethereum down to around $140. In the same amount of time, we've still given fiat profit and Ethereum profit to people that have held through and believed in Gandhiji. Now this smart contract dApp is just coming to life. Just starting now, the whole process. I mean, we've been through the first 12 months, but by no means is that the end of the journey. We are just beginning, guys. The feedback that I've had from India, speaking to so many different business owners and just general networking people out there, they're just waiting for this, guys. They're waiting for cryptocurrency. They're waiting. And going back to that gap has shortened now. It's not 5 or 10 years anymore. From my estimation now, we're a year and a half behind. When I went and I saw that, it made me so happy, because it's like the majority of India that haven't got into crypto yet, they've not had to buy in at the top. Regulations about to open in this country after a 12-month bear market at least, so more than 12 months, a longer than 12 months bear market. It's been the longest bear market we've had so far. So if India wakes up to crypto now, it lights my heart up, because it's the right time. You know, we've got all this to come, and that's the feedback I've got from people on the street as well. Yeah, they're worried about scams, and they're worried about if they invest their money and they come back a year later, 15, 18 months later, 2 years later, 3, 5 years later, is it still going to be there? That's the thing that we have. That's the security that we offer with the audited, verified smart contract. Not just a verified, but audited. Been through 2 hackathons. Nobody for the past 12 months has been able to change, damage, or do anything untoward within our project. This smart contract is absolutely perfect. It's what protects us. It's what we all go by. It's what is in control of this system ultimately. Because there's no humans in control, because it is all managed by the Gandhiji smart contract, it will last as long as the Ethereum blockchain. And I tell you, that's not going anywhere but up. Ethereum for the future, you know, your companies like Samsung, Amazon, Apple, the real players in the industry, you know, it's all Ethereum. Secure, for the most secure blockchain development team in the world, you have to look towards Ethereum, which is why Gandhiji IND token is based and pegged to the price of Ethereum. So what that means is, as Ethereum rises, as the value of Ethereum rises, so does the IND token value. This is why Gandhiji is such a great long-term hold. It's based off a concept, hourglass, or proof of weak hands, meaning the people that hold the longest will get rewarded the most. Now, for Indian investor mentality, mindset, from what my feedback is, this is exactly what they're looking for. They just don't understand that yet. This year, over the next 12 months, that's what we dedicated ourselves. The same thing we dedicated ourselves to for the previous 12 months was education. Letting people know the truth about this kind of technology. Educating them to the truth of the good and the bad. It's what a lot of us have been doing in this community, and it's what we'll continue to do, because that is what is valuable. That's what's valuable, not, you know, these daily ROI contracts. These, I mean, you can have a look at them now, and in a couple of months' time, we've been through it all. They'll all be dead. They'll all go away. That you can't say about Gandhiji. Like I say, coming up to our 12-month anniversary, guys, I'm so excited. Lots of marketing advice I had from Global Rashid. We're working closely now on new plans for how to market in India and how to get Gandhiji shining even more this year than we have last year. I'm going to be moving on to Facebook Live as well, guys, so we'll be doing a few videos on Facebook. I'm going to put the links in the description if everybody would like to meet us over there as well. I've got a lot planned for this year. I've got so much, I could just go on and on about it, but I think actions speak louder than words, guys. So buckle up. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.